Hi, I'm William Greenage. I'm a neo-shamanic practitioner and Ajna therapist in the Dutchess County, New York. I love what I do, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the tool I use. Light therapy is an emerging holistic practice. It's incredible what we can achieve with brainwave entrainment. When I first discovered this light, I knew it was a gateway to something fantastic. So the light itself is nothing more than 5 10-watt LEDs that oscillate between 1 and 300 cycles per second along very specific algorithms. And the point of this is to bring one's brainwave state into another one. So entering alternate states of consciousness can be achieved in a number of ways. One, you can meditate. Another one is you can try to take drugs or do something. Even just drinking caffeine can have an effect on your brainwave state. Smoker and nicotine will have an effect, as will almost any substance you put in your body. So when you're exposed to certain types of frequencies, whether they be audio or visual, you end up, if you release, you will surrender and receive something powerful. And when I say receive, what I mean is not to resist. The light itself is a tool, but you personally are capable of entering any state you wish, be it delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, or lambda, which are the 6 bands in the brainwave frequency spectrum. You can enter any one of these. The reason you don't is because you're actively and consciously resisting that process right now. The light is designed to take somebody from, say, a beta state and help them achieve a theta state of deep, meditative self-examination and spiritual exploration. Now that's powerful. If you think about the fact that in order to do this on your own without any experience whatsoever, you would need to imbibe some kind of substance, or you would need to sit in maybe a float tank or something like that. The fact that this technology can get you there simply by sitting in front of it, closing your eyes, and pressing play, that's remarkable. And the whole reason I'm here. If, let's say, you are an elderly person who wishes to enter a state of meditation as would a master shaman or a yogi or a monk, but you're afraid that, maybe taking drugs wouldn't get you there or would hurt you for some reason, and you're also afraid that you don't have enough time to master meditation. Maybe you've never tried, but you feel a calling and you feel something there may help you. This light is an invaluable resource available to you and the likes of you. And there are practitioners like myself out there offering light sessions. And lights themselves are for sale. You can order one. They're made by hand, each one individually, by their creator, Guy Harriman. The light is fantastic for many reasons. When I first got the light, I used it every day, multiple times a day, for about 12 weeks. At the end of that 12-week period, I noticed that as I was falling asleep at night, I was entering these states on my own, at will. It wasn't something I had to force, it wasn't something I had to try, it was just something that was happening. And I realized that I was using the reference experiences from all of my light sessions, and I was recalling them with greater and greater ease. So at the end of that 12-week period, and I had much experience with the light, I had delivered many sessions to friends and family. I decided that it was something absolutely worth pursuing full time, and in fact that to not do so might even be a disservice to myself and my community alike. The light is a beautiful apparatus designed by a gorgeous person for a noble intention, and that is to simply bring you closer to the deepest part of who you really are, without confusion, without limitation, and without resistance. Now, if somebody wants to undergo a light session, the first thing I make sure is that they qualify. As these lights are flashing, they're bright, powerful, flickering lights. So as you would imagine, epilepsy is not necessarily very cohesive to that experience. If you are an epileptic or you have a family history of epilepsy, then it's not recommended you undergo a light session except at extremely low power and in your own space where you're aware that it may cause a seizure. This has been done, it has been done successfully, but even more dangerous than having epilepsy, which is actually not even dangerous, is taking any antipsychotic medication or being inebriated and under the influence of alcohol or other substances and chemicals that alter your mind. These things aren't going to combine well with the light. So with those 3 disqualifications in mind, I will tell you that I have personally delivered and sat through many sessions, probably over 1,000 by now, and each one has been an enjoyable and exciting experience for the people undergoing them. They come out and they can't wait to tell me of all they've seen, all they've felt and witnessed, usually for the very first time. If someone has had a near-death experience, they come out of this process and immediately recognize the light you see when you die. Dimethyltryptamine, produced by the pineal gland, is the strongest psychedelic chemical known to science. And it's this chemical we see responsible for the near-death experiences reported by those who die and come back to life. They report a light, they report mandalas, kaleidoscopic patterns, colors, and effects. Visual stimulation is the least of it. They report a feeling, a sensation of overall freedom and unbounded forgiveness. In that space, and the space attained by master meditators, we believe DMT to be solely responsible for all that's happening. DMT, produced by the pineal gland, is in the center of your brain. The pineal gland is also responsible for the regulation of your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is when you're awake, when you're asleep, and if you are interested in this, I recommend looking into it further, making sure that you can access a light practitioner. Bless you and be well.